everybody. Hope all of y'all are doing undeniably fan-frickin-tastic out there. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's vlog day once again. It's actually Monday, January 30th, 12:29 a.m. the time that I'm filming this. I just got done watching the Royal Rumble. I'm about ready to go to bed. But I said, you know what? I don't know what's going to be happening in the morning. So I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and record this right before I fall asleep. Because I just got done watching the Royal Rumble. And holy moly. But look, y'all viewers out there, y'all just sit down. Crack open a cold one. Hopefully it's not booze, but that's your business. Because if this thing lasts less than 25 minutes, I'll be shocked. Alright? Because I got like 2 weeks worth of updates to bring y'all up to speed on. Now, last week, I want to thank my co-host, Queen Enterprises. Last week on the vlog that was already filmed back on January 1st, in the vlog, I said that, I had no idea what this year was going to entail. But currently speaking, at the time of me filming this, right now, the way things are looking, it's looking very awkward. I feel like I'm in a very awkward situation right now. Alright, and to be perfectly honest, I don't know when Queen Enterprise will be on another episode of Sup Everybody. I can't go into too much detail. I can't. That's not for me to discuss right now. All I can say is, right now, this is in God's hands. And next week, I'm going to try to give a little bit more of a detailed update on the Queen Enterprises situation going forward from here on out for the next few months or so, or longer. So, but y'all just stay tuned to Queen Enterprises channel. She might be able to explain it a little bit to a certain extent a little bit sooner. So y'all just pay close attention to her channel this week if she decides to give y'all some kind of update before I do. Alright. But yeah, before I move any further, I need to address this next thing. I have to give my condolences to the family of Jamin Pugh, aka Jay Briscoe. Jay, he tragically passed away in a fatal car accident, and I was just completely shocked by it, you know. Like, when I first started watching Ring of Honor, initially it was because I kept hearing stuff about the Bullet Club, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. But if it wasn't for the Briscoe brothers at that time having these awesome matches with the Young Bucks, I wouldn't be a fan of it like I am today, you know. And based on everything I've seen of Jay Briscoe, the dude was amazing on the mic and amazing in the ring. So, Jay Briscoe, he was totally one of my favorite Ring of Honor wrestlers of them all. And like, any of the times that I used to go jogging, I still do on occasion, mind you, but I always liked listening to Jay Briscoe's theme song while I was running. Reach for the sky, boy. So, yeah, with the passing of Jay Briscoe, my heart breaks, and I extend my thoughts and prayers out to his family during this time. But yeah, other than that though, I did have some content scheduled for this week. I really did. However, I didn't have enough time to film it and edit it. Now, that's not me saying that there won't be any content this week, because there will. You will see some uploads this week, no matter what. Alright? But the reason why I wasn't able to get them filmed and edited earlier than intended was because I was invited to a last minute trip to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Alright? I went there courtesy of the homeboy Toby. Toby, you my dog out there. So, yeah, I went up there with Toby and the trip was pretty fun, but I had no intention of filming a vlog. One, because I'm still stuck in the situation where I'm still looking for a job at the moment. I called somebody else this past week and they still declined me because as soon as they put out a listing for the job, they already had somebody hired in the position already as soon as they said they needed help. So as soon as I filled in the application, the position was already filled within a matter of 2 days. So, go figure. Just my luck, right? But anyway, that's beside the point. Because of me lacking the job, I'm low on funds at the moment. I am. So, I wasn't going to be able to afford much to make the video a little bit more, entertaining than it could have been. However, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, though. Upon arriving to Tennessee, though, we talked to my mom, who has a birthday coming up in August. Alright? And if she considers it, there is a very, very, very good chance that I might be going back there again in August. However, but I'm not going to say that it was a complete loss of no filming, because I actually did get to film something while I was there in Pigeon Forge, and that was my ring ramblings for the Royal Rumble. Okay? And that's why you heard some voices in the background. That's why you heard somebody watching TikTok in the background. I couldn't find a real good spot to put that green screen there. It was a big house, but go figure, I couldn't find a good place to put the green screen. And the place I did find, yeah, it worked, but still, I was able to get through it. I'm glad I was still able to get through with the video. Alright. So, my thoughts and my train of thought, I guess, whatever you want to call it. My focus, that's the word I'm looking for. My focus was kind of distracted while I was filming that episode of Ring Ramblings, but still, I got through it, and I guess it was just me trying to be like out of my natural habitat filming it, but oh well, I'm getting used to a lot of things this year. Right, I'm getting used to a lot of things that's going to be drastically changing me and my soul coming up for the next few months. Like it or not, there's been changes happening all this year, and January's not even over yet, technically. But, yeah, also, while I was gone, though, to Tennessee, while I was gone to Tennessee, though, I got a major update. I found out that, my homeboy Siggas, he had a little bit of an injury. He did. Now, for those of you that don't know, lately D6, he has been having some apartment issues. Now, I'm still trying to watch him whenever I can, but I've been missing a lot of his live streams as of late, due to just distractions, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, I've been trying to catch up on his videos as of late. But, apparently there was this one stream that I missed, and he was streaming at around 4 o'clock in the morning, and his daggum ceiling falls down and hits him in the head while he was live. Now, mind you, this isn't the first time that his ceiling fell. Okay, I remember him talking about it on one of his vlogs about a year or so ago that the ceiling has fallen before. But now that he has it on camera, that's a lawsuit, buddy. Yeah, you know that's a lawsuit. And, like, based on everything he's been filming for his logs, I can tell that that apartment complex he's living in, it's, like, very dangerous for him. So, after that ceiling incident, I hope he is really guaranteed a new apartment complex. And I really hope that he can end up finding a better living situation for himself. So, y'all send your thoughts and prayers out to D-Siggs during this time. I really hope he's doing alright, because I heard he had to go to the hospital once that ceiling did fall on top of his noggin. So, Siggas, love you, man. Get well soon. Alright. But, yeah, I was able to make it back home sometime late last night. And when I made it back home last night, I went to church this morning, and I was able to wait a few hours before going to play practice tonight. I didn't get to practice my part for Barabbas again for this Easter drama coming up again this year. But when I got back from the play practice, though, I was finally able to sit down and enjoy the Royal Rumble. Now, while I was watching the Royal Rumble, I was taking notes for the sake of reviewing it here for the episode of Sup Everybody. So this is the notes that I took while watching it. Alright. First of all, welcome back Pat McAfee. And I died when Corey Graves said, "Oh, cancel WrestleMania over this." But I totally wasn't expecting the men's Royal Rumble to be first. So, there's that. But as soon as I saw Kofi Kingston came out, I just, remembered how his spot from last year got botched. So, I was hoping that didn't get repeated for this year. Johnny Gargano came out there, and I liked his new theme song. But when Karrion Kross came out there, I realized that I wanted to see Karrion Kross versus Gunther one day, and Karrion Kross versus Sheamus. But I could have swore that I saw a botch in that video, in that match, where Kofi and Xavier tried to do Private Party's silly string from AEW. And it was shortly after that where I could tell that Kofi was trying to land on a chair, and the landing looked nasty. It looked nasty. Okay? And he was completely out of the match for that point. So that makes the second year in a row where Kofi tried to do an impressive save spot, and it didn't really work out for him. That's making me sad just thinking about it. I am really sad just thinking about that. But Bobby Lashley came out too fast, because I was too busy trying to enjoy Gunther having a showdown with Brock Lesnar. But I expected Brock Lesnar to last longer in the Royal Rumble than he really did. Longer than 3 minutes, that's for sure. But, I almost choked on my Dr. Pepper when I heard Michael Cole refer to Dominic as a piece of sh**, and Corey Graves stopped him right there. But I was also finding Pat McAfee's commentary hilarious when he said that he grew up with Elias and his whole family, and he remember trying to sneak into bars with Ezekiel with fake IDs. Pat McAfee, you need to go off somewhere again. Talk about that mess. But I can't remember who they did it on, but Drew McIntyre's and Sheamus's Claymore Bro Kick combo, that looked sweet. I was happy to see Booker T again. I was happy to see Booker T again come out when he did. And when he did the spinner Rooney, I found it funny how Sheamus was just in the background just sitting down, relaxed and smiling about it. But when Omos came out at 26, I was like, dude, Omos, why are you coming out here so late? But then, of course, Braun Strowman was immediately after him. Why not? But for those of you that did watch the Royal Rumble, not sure if you noticed, but like right there around the Braun Strowman and Omos elimination spot, I noticed a sign in the audience that said "Acknowledge Ramsey." Yep, you should totally do that. Acknowledge Ramsey. Alright. But then when Logan Paul came out at 29, I heard that arena fill up with boos. Because the audience knew that there was 29 spots filled. Number 30 was Cody. So that means that there would be no Rock. And that also means I won the frickin' bet that I said on Ring Ramblings. I'm not going to do the one chip challenge, at least not yet. I still want to do it anyway, but under different conditions. But we're not going to talk about that right now. But anyway, everyone started ganging up on Logan Paul, even Dominic. Everyone hates Dominic Mysterio, but everybody can agree they need to beat up Logan Paul. But during the interactions, though, I think Logan Paul versus Austin Theory will make a good rivalry one day. Oh yeah, when Logan Paul and Ricochet had that midair splash, I jumped out of my seat for that. That was insane. But yeah, at the very end though, I was happy that Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble, even though it was obvious he was going to win. But still, at the very end though, Cody and Gunther, they brought it to each other. They brought it, and it looked incredible. Alright. But then came the Pitch Black match. For the record, I have been looking all over my town and other places as well, looking for this Mountain Dew Pitch Black so I can try it for myself. I honestly wanted to just drink it while I was watching the match, but I just couldn't find a bottle of it. I couldn't. So, I don't know where I'm going to find it at. But at first I was confused by a regular LA Knight entrance because I thought this match was going to be cinematic. At least that's what I heard. But then when the lights turned neon, holy moly, I know that's not exactly considered pitch black, but still, all that neon, holy moly, that place looked, it looked sick. It looked sick. And I could just imagine, like, Jeff Hardy would have thrived in a place like that. Get well soon, Jeff, whatever the heck you're doing out there. But, after the match, though, Bray Wyatt put on another mask. And he stalked LA Knight into the crowd. And then all of a sudden I see Uncle Howdy just, like, jumping off a balcony into a twist and landing back first on LA Knight, followed by a big explosion. What? I can't see. I can't wait to see what's going to be happening with Bray Wyatt as we get closer to WrestleMania. But yeah, for the Bliss vs Bianca Belair match. First of all, I love Alexa's new theme song remix. But this one just left more confusion for me as the Alexa story is being told. Alright. But for the Women's Royal Rumble, I had to ask myself, why is this not the main event? Why isn't this match the main event? Like, I can't remember the last time a Royal Rumble was held and the Royal Rumble wasn't a main event. But then I was asking, why is Rhea Ripley coming out first? And then I was asking, why is Liv Morgan coming out second? Like, both of these women were two of my picks. I noticed that Rhea Ripley, she got a bloody nose early in the match. And then it kind of got confusing when I saw Dana save Emma from getting eliminated. But then Damage Control just eliminated her anyway. I think Dana Brooke and Emma might end up becoming a tag team one day. I'm not too sure. But, like, Dana Brooke, she's been putting in the work for, like, a lot. And I could tell she really tried to run with the 24/7 championship as much as she could. So, it's sad seeing her getting the short end of the stick most of the time. But yeah, when Asuka came out with the new theme song and with the face paint, I freaking called it in the ring ramblings. I knew she was gonna do that. Um, Also, I need to say welcome back to Piper Niven. And I liked what Michael Cole said. It was either Michael Cole or Pat McAfee that said, strikes like a viper. So, yeah, that sounds familiar. So, do drop no more. Welcome back, Piper Niven. I love how Corey, during the match, made a Keenan and Kel reference saying, I do. I completely forgot about Tamina. Now look, Tamina, she needs to be in the bloodline if it doesn't already implode by the time she joins it. But let's not talk about that right now. I was happy to see Chelsea Green, but I'm not sure if she was walking through the Forbidden Door or not. Last time I checked, I thought she was on the Impact roster, but no, what? She just walked into the ring just to get eliminated. Like, what the heck was that? Heck, Corey Graves didn't even have enough time to make fun of her husband. Woo woo woo, you know it. I love seeing Shotzi wearing a Leatherface mask to the ring during her tank entrance. And, Nia returned without a finished countdown clock. But look, I was happy to see Rhea Ripley win. So now you can get to see an episode of My Dear Letters with her and at Come Week Mania this coming March. But my question is, where was Beth Phoenix? I could have swore that she could have been in the Women's Royal Rumble. I mean, I know she came out there during the men's when Edge was battling off Judgment Day, so she speared Rhea Ripley. So I'm just saying, but Beth Phoenix, she could have been in the Women's Rumble. So, not sure where she was during this time. But, the main event was actually Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. And I noticed, like, during the announcements for the match, in the background, there was a sign that said, acknowledge Jesus, he saves. Yep. Acknowledge Jesus too. Acknowledge Jesus too. But, yeah, of course, Roman Reigns won the match. But after the match, though, I started feeling uncomfortable. Like, I started feeling very uncomfortable watching it. And I felt even more uncomfortable seeing Sami Zayn grimace at the abuse Kevin Owens was taking. But I was happy to see Sami Zayn try to stand up for himself and hit Roman in the back with the chair the same way Seth Rollins did. So, of course, the Bloodline, they got mad at him. Roman was beating him down. Solo was beating him down. Jimmy Uso was beating him down. But Jey Uso, I wasn't prepared for that. He was stuck in the corner. He wasn't participating in that part of the beatdown. He was there getting, like, frustrated, and it looked like Jey Uso, he was getting sick to his stomach, so he just ended up walking away. That I was totally not expecting that. But one thing that we have to keep in mind, though, is, like, why are we trying to put Kevin Owens on a pedestal for the situation? Have we completely forgotten that Kevin Owens is one of the worst friends you could possibly have to begin with? Like, all those times that he betrayed one of his tag team partners. Heck, Kevin Owens, if I remember correctly, Kevin Owens' debut at NXT, Sami Zayn had just won the NXT Championship, and Kevin Owens powerbombed him onto the ring apron and injured him. So, I'm just saying, Sammy, I would have picked the bloodline on that situation. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But, so to wrap this vlog on up, just stay tuned to SSP. I'm going to try to have some content ready for this week. This week I was supposed to remodel the channel's theme, but it looks like I got to stick with the pirate theme for a little bit longer because I miscounted the amount of self-standard shows that I have done with the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. So you can expect one more self-standard show this coming Sunday with that theme song. And as far as what it is, I can't go into detail about it. All I can say is just stay tuned. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, well, other than that, I guess I can go ahead and wrap this on up now. Y'all keep me in your prayers. Y'all keep Queen Enterprises in your prayers. Hope you enjoyed the content coming out this week. Yeah, other than that, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year-round. Booyah. I'm out. Love you all. And here comes my hug of appreciation. Bye.